Hello, everybody. We're live. Give everybody a chance to catch up. It's taken 6 minutes to get the internet to hook up here at the Caribbean. We're in the Royal Caribbean on the Harmony of the Sea, this massive, massive boat. There's a running track on the fifth deck, and about 2 laps around creates a mile. So it's almost a half a mile around the perimeter of the boat, which is wild. What a beautiful place. We're cruising along the Caribbean, heading to St. Martin, and then we'll go to Haiti and to Puerto Rico. So I'm very excited to be on this journey with my sweetheart, Ramona. She happens to be having a class this morning that she's enjoying, and I get an opportunity to write this morning. I get to work on the script, for the movie, The Greatest Salesman in the World. Well, it's great to have everybody with us this morning. Thank you as you're coming on. We just had an amazing weekend with our Mandino Habit Finder coaches at our cabin in Bear Lake. Great instruction from our coaches, teaching each other how to be more effective coaches and better servants in blessing the lives of people. I just mentioned, if you haven't taken a Habit Finder, go to habitfinder.com and take the assessment. And then when you get an email from one of our support people, get on their calendar. This is something we've decided to do as a company, is to help you get the full assessment and spend that time with absolutely no cost. There's no string attached. We just want you to know which habits of thinking are driving you and which habits of thinking might be inhibiting your efforts. Bottom line is, as Og talks about the 10 scrolls, and I've got mine here with me on the boat, his whole purpose behind these scrolls was to help us identify and then maximize our habits of thinking, our good habits, change the ones that aren't working, and manage those that are like the giant fire hoses, fully charged with a brass nozzle, and they're knocking our life around. Well, in scroll 2, and we've talked about this, that I'll love the sun for it warms my bones, yet I'll love the rain for it cleanses my spirit. I'll love the light for it shows me the way, yet I'll love the night for it shows me the stars, those things that are really beautiful and important to us in perspective. And as he's going through that particular scroll, he's helping us to individually deal with situations where someone reacts with an arrow or a spear, and we like to call it arrow, spear, rocket bomb, arrow, spear, rocket bomb. And some people live in that, in a relationship, and if not, it may be happening in their business. And Og says, I will take that arrowhead, I'll catch it with my shield of love. This is agape love, my heightened level of awareness. Turn into the softest of rain, and eventually walk unencumbered, without the need to be so consciously aware, because we've really owned our greenhood. Those of you, when you take your habit finder, you know what greenhood means. That's the real you. In some places, your thought processes are absolutely supporting you in being the real you. And sometimes they're a little over-focused, under-focused, and we give you the descriptors so you can kind of say, oh my goodness, yes. Just ask yourself, as you're taking that assessment and looking at those results, just keep asking, when do I surrender my free will to that habit? And what happens when I do? That's what you want to be exploring. This morning, we're going to take on a fun little topic. It's scroll number 7. I will laugh at the world. Og says in the scroll, and I'll share this with you, he says, most of all, I'll laugh at myself. For man is most comical when he takes himself too seriously. Never will I fall into the trap of the mind, for though I am nature's greatest miracle, I'm still a mere grain tossed about by the winds of time. What a great thought. I will laugh at myself. Man is too comical when he can't laugh at himself. I'll never grow too long for my cot. As a child, I'll always think. Then he goes on with this. And how can I laugh? This is our message for this morning. When confronted with man or deed which offends me, so as to bring forth my tears or my curses. Anybody had one of those moments? We all get them. Then he goes on to say, 4 words I will train myself to say until they become a habit so strong then immediately they will appear in my mind before good humor threatens to depart from me. These words, passed down from the ancients, will carry me through every adversity, and maintain my life in balance. These 4 words are, this too shall pass. If you're in the middle of one of those things, sometimes we don't realize it, but we're standing in the middle of a miracle. We may be having this obstacle or this challenge to refine our own being, to help us overcome some unhealthy habits of thinking. Maybe this is, as Og said in scroll 3, a dry desert just before the green grass, where we have an opportunity, instead of going to the old way, in this pivotal moment, we choose a new way of thinking. The old way might be anger, frustration, overwhelm, discouragement. This time, we get to choose in this pivotal moment to be joyful, to embrace the obstacle, to find out how it could serve us in becoming the very person we want to be. Because the truth is, we have a dream, and we can't get there thinking the way we're currently thinking. We can't get there with these habits. Some of these habits will absolutely impair us. Or if we get there, we won't be able to sustain being there because we'll just be so overwhelmed by the experience. And as we're going through this, when it gets really awful, if we could just remember to laugh. Laugh, you've heard this, laughter is the greatest medicine. Well, it's true, it's cathartic, it's cleansing. Because when we get discouraged, our sympathetic nervous system releases a chronic dose of cortisol. You feel that? It's like somebody who drinks 5 whiskey sours. You know, they've got alcohol in their bloodstream. We have these stress hormones in our being, and they're connecting to cells and communicating very stressful messages. And then our amygdala, our fight or flight center in the brain, hijacks us, takes away all the energy and the energy-rich parts of our brain, particularly the prefrontal cortex, empathy, practical judgment, common sense. We're rendered emotionally paralyzed. There are 2 ways to fight this. One is to go focus on serving someone. Just go serve someone. Get you off the track of thinking about yourself onto the track of thinking about others. So go serve someone. But one of them, that's a very effective way, by the way. Another really, really effective way to cleanse, that catharsis of cleansing that out of our body, is laughter. Just seeing the humor in it and why it seems kind of ridiculous why I might be acting this way. So we have laughter and we have service, because service not only gets us out of ourselves, it also has us see clearly what other people are struggling with. And some of them are struggling with pain that is just, it's like, I'll take mine, because I just put it in perspective, seeing somebody else's pain. But let's employ this laughter this week. I'm going to encourage you, wherever you are in the scroll, so take at least one reading today and the next week, and read scroll 7. And see if it doesn't just get you to smile. When we're working with our coaching clients, we often ask them to read it just before they go to bed at night, just to put the day in perspective so they don't carry all of that cortisol and fear dendrite kind of energy into their night's sleep. It's a little bit like, I've done all I can do today. Wow, that was, whew, that was something. You know, I turn to my God and say, would you take the baton and run with this, and open hearts and prepare the way while I sleep, and then let us sleep like a baby tonight. Okay, so laughter, there's your assignment. If you'll take it. Scroll 7, I'll laugh at the world. It's interesting. I get seasick in a swing, and I can feel the boat going like this morning. We're in a little bit of a storm, or I'd be outside so you could see the waves. Anyway, blessings to everyone. Have a great week. Make this the best day of your life, the best week of your life, by bringing laughter into the equation. Puts everything back into proper perspective. And then, of course, serve, just to put your challenge in proper perspective. Knowing, true principle, this too shall pass. Thanks, everyone. Have a blessed, blessed day.